It's day one on our North Lake South Lake loop. I'm here at South Lake. I'm waiting for the shuttle back to North Lake. I'm actually super excited about this trip. It has been on my to-do list for more than 20 years and I'm more than ready to go. How was our day today?
Our day was very nice. We did a easy acclimatization day up from North Lake to Lamarck Lakes. It's only 2.5 miles. But you know, when you're going up to 10,800, 900 feet, it's tiring and you're carrying 7 days worth of food. So it was a little hot, a little tiring, but then whoa, we got some clouds and been just awesome. So we're hanging around the lakes, enjoying ourselves.
This map shows our itinerary. On day one, I dropped our car at South Lake and took the bus shuttle to the North Lake drop-off. From there, it is another 1.5 to 2 miles to the Lamarck Lakes trailhead. We hiked approximately 2 hours and had our first camp at Upper Lamarck Lake. On day two, we found a nice trail leading over Lamarck Col with amazing views of Mount Darwin and Mount Mendel. We descended on a trail to the Darwin Canyon lakes and had to do some boulder hopping along the lakes. Our campsite was at Darwin Bench. On day three, we further descended to Evolution Canyon, hit the PCT John Muir Trail, and then hiked along the wonderful Evolution Lake, Sapphire Lake, and Wonder Lake. We went over Muir Pass, which was surprisingly easy. We were lucky to find a nice campsite off the Helen Lake. For me, this was the highlight of the trip due to the really amazing scenery. On day four, we followed the John Muir Trail along LeConte Canyon to the ranger station and camped at a well-established campsite on our hike up to Doozy Basin. And on day five, we climbed over Bishop Pass and camped at one of our favorite campsites at Saddle Rock Lake. And on day six, our last day, we hiked out to our car at South Lake. Overall, we were lucky with the weather, except the late afternoon thunderstorm on day five. The mosquitoes were not too annoying. We had no snow at all. We loved the well-marked trail over Lamarck Col, and the daily mileage and altitude gains and losses were reasonable, except for the long day three. If there's only one backpacking trip that you can do in the Sierras, then this is the one. The boulder hopping along the Darwin Lakes is actually the most difficult section of the North Lake-South Lake route. No serious climbing is involved, but good route finding skills, balance, and sure-footedness are required, especially when you're wearing a heavy backpack. It is day 4 and we are here camped in the lower Dusi Basin. Yesterday was a day beyond description. It started out with Darwin Bench and the wonderful scenery, and then it got beyond description when we hit the John Muir Trail. This is the Evolution Basin and this wonderful lake, starting with Evolution Lake, Sapphire Lake, Wonder Lake, surrounded by this wonderful mountains. And I always wanted to see actually Mount Darwin and Mount Mendel and Mount Heckle from the other side. And we didn't camp in Evolution Basin as planned. We actually made it over Muir Pass, and Muir Pass was surprisingly easy, although we had some problems finding good campsites on the other side of Muir Pass, but ultimately found a good one at 11,600. It was a long day. It was almost 8 hours and 12 to 13 miles. We saw a lot of wildlife, so many marmots, lots of deer. Erika even saw a fox, and we heard also a lot of grouse. And today we followed the John Muir Trail up to the junction to Dusi Basin, and the plan for tomorrow is to go over Bishop Pass and camp in Margaret Lake.
Okay, so yesterday we started very low in Dusi Basin and left early because we knew we had a long climb ahead of us. We made the pass in about 3-4 hours, and then it started looking a little bit cloudy, and we ended up camping at Saddle Rock Lake, which was very nice until we got a huge thunderstorm, but that added to the adventure. And now we're on the hike out, which is kind of bittersweet, but what a great trip.